They say temptation is quiet at first. It doesn't bang on the door or scream in your face. It tiptoes in slowly until you feel it breathing down your neck when you're all alone. That's what it did to me. And that's how I found myself knocking on my boss's bedroom door at nearly midnight, wearing nothing but a short silk robe and a heart full of need. My name is Amber. I'm 25, single, and I work as a live-in nanny for a beautiful family in Miami. The mom, Vanessa, is sweet and kind, maybe too kind. She treated me like a younger sister. Her husband, Mr. Blake, he was something else entirely. Tall, broad shoulders, salt and pepper hair, and a deep voice that made my legs feel weak whenever he spoke my name. Mr. Blake wasn't just handsome. He was powerful. The kind of man who walked into a room and made everyone else feel small. And the way he looked at me sometimes, just a second too long, just a little too intense, I knew I wasn't the only one feeling something dangerous. It all started the night Vanessa left for a week-long business trip. The house became too quiet, too cold. I was supposed to feel responsible, but I only felt something rising inside me, something hot and reckless. I couldn't sleep that night. I tossed and turned, wearing that tiny robe I never dared to wear before. My room was across the hall from his, and with every minute that passed, my heart beat faster. Was it crazy? Probably. But I didn't care anymore. I needed him. So I tiptoed down the hallway. The house was dark and silent, only the soft hum of the fridge downstairs breaking the silence. I stood in front of his door. My fingers trembled. My breath caught. My nipples were hard beneath the silk, brushing against the fabric as I lifted my hand and knocked, just once, lightly. I almost hoped he wouldn't hear, but he did. The door creaked open and there he stood, shirtless, sleepy-eyed, and absolutely breathtaking. "Amber," he said, voice low and rough. "Is everything okay?" I swallowed hard, my cheeks burning, my thighs pressing together. "I couldn't sleep," I whispered. "Can I come in?" He hesitated for a moment. His eyes dropped to my robe, my bare legs, the curve of my hip. His jaw clenched, but he stepped aside. I walked in. The room smelled like him, wood, spice, and something masculine I couldn't name. He closed the door behind me. "What's wrong?" he asked. I turned to face him, my heart pounding. "I don't know how to say this," I said softly, "but I've been thinking about you for weeks." His eyes darkened. He took a slow step toward me. "Amber, you know this is wrong." "I know," I whispered, "but I don't care." He stood just inches away now. I could feel the heat from his body. His chest rose and fell slowly. I saw the way his eyes dropped to my lips, then lower. "Do you want this?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "Yes." He kissed me. Not gently, not slowly. It was fire, raw, deep hunger that poured from his lips into mine. His hands gripped my waist, pulling me against him, and I gasped as I felt his arousal pressing through his shorts. I moaned into his mouth, my fingers digging into his back as he lifted me effortlessly and carried me to the bed. The robe fell open as I lay back, and his eyes roamed over every inch of me. He kissed down my neck, my chest, and lower, his mouth trailing fire as his hands explored every part of me I had dreamed of him touching. I wasn't thinking anymore. I wasn't worried about Vanessa or right or wrong. All I knew was that I was finally tasting what I'd been craving. And he gave it to me all night long, over and over. He made me feel things I had never felt before. The way he touched me, the way he whispered in my ear, the way he held me after. It was more than just a night. It was a door opening, one that neither of us could ever close again. I woke up in his bed, tangled in his sheets, his arm wrapped tightly around me. That was the night it all began. And it wouldn't stop there. We couldn't stop. He didn't answer right away. Then he looked at me, serious and vulnerable all at once. "Vanessa and I haven't been close in a long time. She's busy, always tired. We barely even kiss anymore." I bit my lip. I didn't want to feel sorry for him. I didn't want to feel anything, but it was too late. "She's lucky," I whispered. "No," he said, brushing his thumb across my lips. "I'm the lucky one." We stayed in bed for hours, talking, kissing, touching, making love again and again, like we were trying to make up for all the lonely nights we both had lived through. But the morning light eventually crept through the curtains, and with it came the guilt. I slipped out of his bed and back to my room just before the kids woke up. I stood in front of the mirror, staring at myself. My swollen lips, the red marks on my neck, the glow in my cheeks. I looked like a different woman, A woman who had crossed a line she couldn't uncross. And the craziest part? I wanted to cross it again. That day we tried to act normal. Breakfast, school drop-off, cleaning the house. But the looks we gave each other were full of fire. In the kitchen he brushed past me and whispered, "You're all I've been thinking about." In the laundry room he kissed me against the door when no one was looking. By evening we couldn't keep our hands to ourselves. I found myself back in his room before dinner, and he pulled me onto his lap like I belonged there. That week while Vanessa was away, we became addicted to each other. We did it in the shower, on the living room couch, in his office, even by the pool late one night under the stars. It wasn't just sex, it was passion, lust, hunger. Every kiss was deeper, every touch more urgent. We were playing with fire, and we both knew it. But we couldn't stop. We didn't want to stop. I was in his arms again that night. His strong hands gripped my waist as he pushed into me slowly, deeply, like he was trying to memorize the feel of me. Our bodies moved together in perfect rhythm, sweaty and tangled in the sheets. Every moan that escaped my lips